John, turn your camera off. We're going live now. On your camera came back on. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We're glad to have you here. The same game game started here in about 10 minutes. Please tell your friends, share the link, and keep it going. We'll see you in a bit. Share the link and keep it going. We'll see you in a bit. The same game will be getting started here in about 7 minutes. The same game and all shows here at Fresnel Theater and Comedy Sports Maine, virtually, are free of charge and brought to you by contributions from people like you. If you're able to, please consider a donation today to Venmo at Fresnel Theater or paypal.me/Fresnel Theater. The same game will be getting started here in about 2 minutes. Once again, please sure to share and like and all of that fun stuff. If you're watching it now, go ahead and say hi in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. That would be great too. Once again, we'd like to tell you that these shows are streamed live, free of charge, but your contributions help us keep this going. Plus, the winner of Same Game, half the money we raise tonight goes to a charity of their choice. So the more donations, the more people get. All right, thank you so much. We're getting started in about 60 seconds. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Same Game. It's like the match game, but different because we call it the Same Game. And now, let's welcome our panel, John Lascaretz, LG, Mike Wachtendorf, Julie Sinkoff, Amy and Jaja. And I'm a panelist tonight as well. Let's give it up for your host, Jaye Rambo.
Hello, and Matt, thank you for that wonderful introduction. Welcome to the Same Game. If you think this game matches another game and think to yourself, hey, that game's the same, well, it'd be a shame because otherwise it wouldn't be the same game. All right, let's meet a couple of our panelists before we get to meeting our contestants. Let's check in and see how things are going with Jaja.
Hello, Jay.
Happy to have you back on the panel again.
And I am happy to be here.
Excellent. Now, have you had any projects you've been working on lately? I know when the pandemic started, you were working through some words. Anything new going on with you?
Well, I did another word. That's going to come out later this month. And
excellent.
I also have been working on a self-promotional video.
Excellent. Looking forward to those. And we also have Julie returning to visit with us. Julie, what's new with you?
It's Thursday, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Doing all right. Working from home, trying to stay as safe as possible.
Good thinking, safety, good plan. And Mike, looks like you dressed up for us. Welcome, Mike.
I sure did, Jay. Sure did. Just working out in the yard today and at my townhouse, and just figured you guys. So yes.
Do you always wear a tie when you work in your yard?
On Thursdays.
Okay.
Oh.
That confirms. Definitely Thursday. All right. Well, we have two contestants here tonight vying for a chance to win money for their charities. So let's welcome out Denny and Tommy.
Hey.
Welcome. Tommy, you were the first to have your camera on my screen. So why don't you give us a little 60-second bio of Tommy?
Oh, sure. I am currently a tech advisor for a very large tech company. I am a former semi-professional poker player, and I'm really looking forward to trying to match with the panelists tonight.
Well, it's unlikely to happen, but perhaps you'll same.
Fantastic.
And Denny, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, hey, my name's Denny, just like the restaurant. I work for a cool book company, not Amazon, a little bit smaller. They do textbooks, not actual books. Play a lot of D&D, and I like Legos.
All right, excellent, excellent. One other question, I just want to check, Tommy, where are you visiting from?
I am in Greensboro, North Carolina.
All right, and Denny?
Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
All right, look at that. We're coast to coast here tonight. All right, for the same game, how it works is there is going to be a series of questions. There's actually, let me pull up the sheet just to make sure I got the terminology right. We're going to have 2 games, each with 2 rounds. And the idea is to get as many sames as possible because the first player to win 2 games will win the same game. So, we had a little practice match earlier, and Denny, you did very well, so we're going to let you choose first. In the first round of game 1, we've got A and B. You get to pick one of these.
All right, I'm gonna stick with what I know. Gonna go A again.
All right. Going with the A game. All right. Contestants will write down their answers, then we'll come back to Denny and find out his best answer for this. Question A. My grandma just doesn't understand some of the new sports at the Olympics. She thought BMX was a blank. Once again, my grandma just doesn't understand some of the new sports at the Olympics. She thought BMX was a blank. All right, Denny, you think on that? Well, the panelists are writing things down. Tommy, have you had a chance to catch any of the Olympics this year?
Yeah, I actually have. I've caught quite a bit of the U.S. women's gymnastics team and the stuff going on there, and
Sure.
actually watched one of the water polo matches. I think it was last night or the night before. I've got a friend of mine whose son is one of the goalies, so that it was fun to try and keep
Nice.
up with that for her. So yeah, oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've been mainlining badminton because I think a variant of me is a Olympic badminton player. So
And it's fun to say shuttlecock.
it is. It is. All right. It looks like all the panelists have written in their answers. Denny, we turn to you. My grandma just doesn't understand some of the new sports at the Olympics. She thought BMX was a blank.
Oh, this is a rough one. They're gonna boo me on this, I think. I'm gonna go rapper.
Rapper. Rapper. Not the worst answer. It's actually what came to mind for me. So we'll see if any of the panelists match with you. We're going to start with Jaja. Jaja, my grandma thinks BMX is what?
Your grandma thinks BMX is a missile.
Oh, not a same. Not a same. All right. John.
My grandma said, a rapper. Yeah!
That is a same. First same of the night. All right. Julie.
Yeah. Okay. So before I show my answer, I'm gonna just explain real fast because we're talking about sports, right?
That
So
would
I
be the
went
Olympics,
with a
yes.
a sports answer.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say it like a grandma would say it because
All right.
this is really
Good.
terrible.
Character
But
voice.
I think she would say it's a bowel movement extreme. Thank you for laughing at my answer.
All right.
Okay.
I think
had
the
trouble writing
pre-story
that down.
really set that up. That's not a same though somehow.
No,
I don't.
no.
Mike.
It will be an exhibition event.
Jay, my grandma is quite talkative and came up with a multi-talented entertainer, rapper, actor.
It does have the word rapper in there, so I'm going to say that's a same. All right. Moving on to Mel.
Hey,
Hey,
of course he's a rapper.
Yes.
another same. All right. Great showing for the first round. Matthew,
Yes.
tell us about your grandma.
My grandma, well, she's dead. But other than that, she would have thought it was an 80s punk band.
Oh,
Like No Effects.
musical,
That's the point of the question.
but not the same. I'm not going to take that as the same. However, Denny, you did get 3 sames in that round, so you were in the early 3 same lead. And now we move on to Tommy for B. Great Britain has never been a medal leader at the Olympics. That would change if they just added competitive blank. Again, Great Britain has never been the medal leader at the Olympics. That would change if they just added competitive blank. So you think on that? The panelists will be busily writing, and we'll check in with Denny. Denny, you been watching the Olympics?
I actually watched the USA basketball game last night at like midnight.
Oh, excellent, excellent. That was stirring comeback against Australia, I believe.
Yeah, it was absolutely that's absolutely correct. And I only caught it at the halfway point, and that's kind of where it kind of took off. So it's a different sport than regular NBA basketball, but it was a lot of fun.
Your eyes on them were obviously very inspiring and stirred them on to victory.
Oh, well, thank you. I hope I have that much sway.
Well, I guess we'll find out if you watch or don't watch the gold medal game, perhaps.
Don't put that on me.
All right, looks like almost all the panelists are in except Matthew's doing a mental spell check. I recognize that look. And he's in. All right, Tommy. Great Britain has never been the medal leader at an Olympics. That would change if they just added competitive blank. What's that blank?
Fish and chips and bangers and mash eating competition.
Fish and chips and bangers and mash eating competition. I will take either
Very
one
specific.
as a same.
Lot to live up to there.
That was very specific, but that's. We'll start with Jaja again.
Hi.
What would change the Olympics for the Brits?
Well, I thought the universal British thing would be tea brewing.
Oh, competitive tea brewing. Yes, they definitely had a competitive advantage of that. The early Americans dumped it in a cold ocean, which doesn't brew it at all. So that is not a same, but we move on to John.
I had like this first thought, and then I thought of tea, drinking or brewing, and then I thought of like scones tossing, and then I went back to my first idea, which is competitive stiff upper lip.
Oh, competitive stiff upper lip. That would be something they would definitely have an advantage on. Not a same, however, unfortunately. Julie.
Okay. I said competitive tea drinking.
Oh, all right. Definitely in the same zone as Jaja. Not a same, unfortunately,
my
Mike.
last answer.
Last time I was at Buckingham Palace, and Elizabeth, she likes me to call her Liz, and I
Sure.
just hanging out, drinking some tea, wearing some fancy dresses, and I said, "You are good at this. You should take this on the road." Jay, I went with queening.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, fancy Philippine.
Yes.
Yes, queening.
That good answer, but not a same. I can imagine you out there in a fancy dress taking care of the Buckingham Palace lawn. It's definitely, yeah. All right, Mel.
So I saw clips today of the speed walking competition. That'd be
Yes.
the best sport in the entire Summer Olympic thing. I was trying to pass with Mike, and if my spelling's wrong, oh well. I went with curtsying.
Curtsying.
Nice.
That would be delightful. I definitely would enjoy seeing that. Unfortunately, still not a same. Matthew, last chance for a same here in this first round.
I originally was going to say roundabouting, but that was not the answer that I locked in. The answer I locked in was competitive colonization.
Oh, competitive colonization. Right, not a
Throwback
same.
answer. Throwback.
That's that means at the end of round one, Denny's got the lead 3-0, but not a bad idea there, Tommy. I mean, they definitely do eat their odd foods. So I see where you're going, but that's okay. There's a second round in this game, so you'll get a chance to catch up, perhaps. Yes, I
have to do a product placement here for a second.
All right, we'll be back right after this product placement.
Hi, it's me, Matt, both panelist and usual announcer. Just letting you all know, today's show is brought to you by Queen Elizabeth's car. It's a two-door sedan. I messed that one up.
Yes.
A two-door
We'll fix it in post.
Tutor.
We're live. Back to you, Jay.
All right.
Toot, toot.
So we'll go to round two. Denny, I believe you can only sing this time with Jaja, Julie, and Matt. So the most anyone can get in a given game is 6. So do you want A or B?
Tried and true. We're gonna go with A again.
All right, A. Soylent Purple. It's blank. It's blank. Again, Soylent Purple. It's blank. It's blank. So you really only have to fill in one of the blanks. We'll just read it twice for the effect of the question.
No, I thought of a better answer.
So, well, we've successfully made it through our Olympics round.
I could only write those once every 6 months right now.
All right. Well, that's okay. I wasn't judging. I was just, informing that the answers don't have to be Olympic themed from here on out, unless you think that's going to shame our panelists.
And I was just saying that the Olympics are happening again.
In 6
Coming
months.
in 6 months.
Well, sometimes that's how Olympics work. All right, it looks like I'm seeing all the panelists' faces, so that means they hopefully have written down all their answers, because I'm moving on to Denny. Denny, Soylent Purple, it's blank. It's blank. What do you fill in the blank with?
I'm reading these three. Deep read. Soylent Grimace.
So you're saying it's Grimace. All right. Soylent Purple, it's Grimace. It's Grimace. All right, Jaja, what you got?
I know that guy. That's just a vision I'm trying to shake off. Give me a second here.
It is a little disturbing, but it's a fictional movie, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, no. Okay, anyway. I didn't say grimace. I said eggplants.
Eggplants. All right. Not a same, but probably healthy. Julie?
Thank goodness I went with my original answer. But Grimace.
Nice. Grimace.
I'm so excited.
That is the same. Matthew?
Well, all of my post-apocalyptic McDonald's land fan fiction has led me down this path. Soylent Purple, it's Grimace! It's Grimace!
Exactly, well stated. All right, that means you've got 5, Denny. Tommy, you need 5 to tie, 6 to win this round.
I can do this.
That was my first answer, and then I changed it.
Good. The less we talk about that thing, the better. All right, Tommy.
Yo.
My pet turtle's getting a little too full of themselves. They keep bragging about their blank. Once again, my pet turtle is getting a little too full of themselves. They keep bragging about their blank. You have the advantage of having the opportunity to same against the entire panel. Try and run the board. You'll get all 6 and win the game. Think about a pet turtle that would brag. All right. Looks like a couple more panelists are writing. Hey, did you hear about the Queen's new car? It's a two-door sedan.
Nice.
Oh, that's how that's supposed to go.
Oh, executed.
Nice.
Yeah.
We can just dub that in later.
It's an upgrade from the Crown Victoria, right?
Yes. Absolutely. All right. I think all of our panelists are in. Tommy, my pet turtle, is getting a little full of themselves. They keep bragging about their what?
Their shell size.
Their shell size. Their shell size. All right. Remember, 5 to tie, 6 to win. Jaja,
Hi,
show us your shell size.
shells.
Shells. That's the same.
Yes.
John.
I was thinking of turtles that are really full of themselves, and so I wrote their pizza cooking skills.
All right. Not the same. The famous turtles I knew were more about the eating than the cooking, but I get it. I get it. All right, Julie,
I said
can you keep alive?
shelf life.
Shelf life. The judges seem ambivalent about it. We'll go and find out what the rest of the panel is before we decide if that's the same or not.
Okay.
Mike.
It's not the size of the ocean. It's the motion of the shell.
Shell. All right. Take Shell. Mel.
Shell size.
Shell size. All right, Matthew.
I said their shell's sheen.
Shell's sheen. All right. That may be what that says there.
It is what it says there.
All right. So I need to consult with the judges. And what was Julie's answer again?
Shelf life.
Shelf life. Looking for a decision from the judges. Judges are giving me a slight nod. I believe that is the same then, which means we've got a tie.
Ooh, snap. Turtle.
5
In
to
this
5.
situation, we give them both a point for the game, and we move into game 2.
All right. So we're going to meet the contestants a little bit more before we get into game 2, because the winner tonight will get to share half the proceeds from tonight with a charity of their choosing. Tommy, what's your charity of choice?
I'm actually playing tonight for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and it's very important to me. I've had several friends and with children that have definitely needed assistance, and because when people have diseases like that and things that cost a lot of money, sometimes people just need help, and it's a very wonderful organization that has gotten a lot of personal friends of mine through some difficult situations, and I'm very, very proud to be playing for them tonight.
Excellent. Denny?
I'm playing for Planned Parenthood. I feel like it's more of a utility for anyone that needs to go there. I'm not a big fan of it being defunded, and I want to do my job by being a cisgendered white male.
All right, both excellent charities, and the links for those charities are in the Facebook chat, so you can give directly. Once again, the proceeds, half of the proceeds from tonight will go to those charities, and you can donate to the same game at the Fresnel Theater's info site, and that information is in the description of the same game page, or that link will probably also be put into chat because I've said it and it will be so. That's how Facebook works. All right, and once again, before we head into game 2, I'm going to chat with some of our other contestants tonight. John!
What?
Glad to have you back on the panel. Did you host last time?
No, I hosted a couple games back.
Okay. Okay. Well, how's it feel to be back in the panelist seat?
It's fun. I like doing a variety of these is a lot of fun. Like when I was hosting, it was an adventure, and when I got to go back to being a panelist, I got to do the joy of answering again.
Yeah.
But it's also fun controlling and interviewing and doing all that.
True. Mel, what's happening with you?
Hello.
Hello.
Same old, same old. Just trying to stay cool because it's really hot over here. That's about it. I live a very, very, and I'm already ready for bed. So
All right.
I came prepared.
Good. Always good to be prepared. Matthew, what's new with you?
Well, quite a few things, but really what's the most important thing? Because it wouldn't be a same game without another sponsor that is not really paying us money, but Squirt. Squirt, 0% fruit juice, so it's not calories.
I mean,
All right.
That's how it works.
Exactly.
All right. I think we're moving on to game 2 now. Scores are reset 0-0, and we'll go to Tommy first this time. Tommy, you get to choose A or B.
I am excited. I'm going to throw Denny a little bit off his game, and I'm going to pick B so that he has to pick A.
All right. Well, a little bit
change.
ahead games.
Can't
All
change
right.
now, bud. Can't change now.
Round 2. Question B. Tommy and the panel. Girl Scouts of America just introduced a new cookie for dogs called blank. Once again, the Girl Scouts of America just introduced a new cookie for dogs called blank. Pandemic, I've been doing a lot of the drive up and pick up grocery shopping, so I haven't been accosted coming out of the grocery store like in usual years. I'm sure that's been affecting the sales of the Girl Scout cookies. All right, so it looks like about half the panel's in. Denny, do you have a favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Yes, it's a tie depending on what time of day it is, which is a weird thing to have a cookie for. But the Thin Mints and the Samoas.
Okay. It's 6:25 p.m. in Portland right now. That's what time it is.
Yep. So Samoas.
Samoas,
Thin Mints are for bedtime.
Ah, right. So Mel could be having Thin Mints.
Scotch and a Thin Mint.
Yeah, you drink it through you bite the ends of it and you drink the scotch through it.
Oh, interesting.
I'm fancy.
All right, kids, don't try this at home.
Can I
All
try
right. Looks like all the panelists are in. Tommy, Girl Scouts of America just introduced a new cookie for dogs. It's called blank.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this because if I don't get any matches, at least I will have been mildly adorable for one moment. I'm gonna say puppy mint patties.
Puppy mint patties.
Oh.
It is adorable.
Where's your good puppy mint patty?
Who's a good cookie? That's
All right,
a very
let's-
cute answer.
That is a nice answer. I'm gonna see if I can even give it a very cute reaction. There we go.
There it is.
Ooh, puppy. Hold up.
All right.
That's like a little puppy dog.
It is a little puppy dog. All right, Jaja.
They're turtles.
What did the Girl Scouts call their new cookie for dogs?
Snicker poodles.
Oh, I love that.
That's
Oh my god.
great answer. Great
Oh
answer.
my
This
God.
one sounds like it might have a lot of answers to it.
Not the same.
John.
I went for a blend of cookie name and dog name. And so I also came up with a portmanteau very close to Jaja, a Snickerdoodle Poo.
Doodle. The fancier one. Not a saying. Not a saying, I'm afraid. Julie.
I like the dosey dos, but my dog likes the dosey dogs.
Dogs. All right, not a same, but very cute. I'm sure the Girl Scouts of America are stealing all of our marketing ideas
Watching this
as we talk.
broadcast right now.
Mike.
Nothing cute here, Jay. I went with thin barks.
Thin barks.
Yep.
Yep.
That's woof, man.
The only thing that's cute there is you, Mike.
It's true.
That's
I'm
the,
more of a
the only thing that's cute there is you, Mike.
All right, Mel. What's your dog cookie?
So Mike and I are definitely on the same wavelength on a lot of things. Because I went with Barkman.
Barkmans.
Ooh.
Barkmans. All right, Matthew.
I was kind of on the same wavelength as the two of them. I went with thin meat.
And meat.
Thin
That's
meat.
just meat carpaccio.
Like salami or pepperoni
Mm-hmm.
or pastrami.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Like
you know,
sliced down.
like
How many pieces you get of them for $5 is pretty good. The Girl Scouts.
That's true. All right. Well, Tommy, no sames that time, but that's okay. You had a strong rally last time. Denny, I believe that means you get question A. Dumb Donald is so dumb.
How dumb was he?
Zero.
Dumb Donald is so dumb, he thought NFL star Tiki Barber's job was to blank.
Ooh.
Once again, Dumb Donald was so dumb that he thought the NFL star Tiki Barber job was to blank. Yeah. There is the first NFL game of the season. The Hall of Fame game is actually on right this minute. The Cowboys playing the Steelers from Canton, Ohio, inside of the National Football League Hall of Fame. And
Did they move any of the stuff from the Hall of Fame?
game started an hour and a half ago, which means it's an hour and 20 minutes since any of the starters were on the field.
Yeah.
The time when they get the fourth and fifth and sixth stringers out there. No, actually, I think there's like a high school field they play on right next door.
Oh, when you said they're playing in the Hall of Fame, I thought like they just moved stuff to the sides and they're just like playing in the hallways. Gotta turn around the corner.
That's more that's more what they do for arena football.
Ah.
It's all about ceiling height, Matt.
That's true. I've heard that. Yeah, that's definitely a consideration in draft. Is who's got the highest ceiling? All right, I think I've seen all the panelists with answers in. Just about. So, Dumb Donald is so dumb.
How
dumb is he?
I'll tell you. He thought NFL star Tiki Barber's job was to blank. Denny.
Cut hair at a luau.
Cut hair at a luau. Excellent. That is a fantastic answer. Jaja, you have cutting hair at a luau.
I have cutting hair of a statue.
Ooh.
I'm gonna turn judging duties over to the host.
All right. I'm gonna take that.
Yeah.
John.
That means mine definitely will count because I said giving haircuts to Polynesian idols.
Absolutely. Yes, I will take that. Julie.
I just said cut hair.
I'm gonna hold on that one.
Okay. It's like half there, half a point.
Yeah. You only had half the bit.
Yeah.
So,
No, sorry.
all right. We'll
Maybe
hold
if
on
someone
to it.
else does cut hair, that'll make a whole point.
Okay.
If someone just says luau, then we combine.
Team up.
I'll take that too.
Mike.
Jay and Denny, I feel like we're either on the same beach or at least in the same ocean. Burn the hairs as a torch.
Ooh.
Burn the hairs as a torch. Yeah, I'm not going to take that as a same.
Great, thank you.
All right. I think the pun was about the barber, and yeah, I don't think barbers are out there with like magnifying glasses. I don't know. All right, Mel.
All right, I will take the 0.75 credits for this. Cut hair with flaming scissors.
Wow. Flaming scissors.
I mean, there is a lot of fire at a luau.
Are connecting quite a bit. Okay, I'm going to take that one, but not take Julie's. How's that?
Thank you. Thank you. I'll go sit in the corner with Mike.
No, that means you get to try and same again in the next question. So that's okay. Matthew.
Well, I know I definitely samed with John, but I don't think I samed with Denny. When it comes to cutting the hair on Polynesian idols, shaving my Polynesian idol, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
You want to come sit in the corner with Mike and I?
Yeah, let's go hang out.
Let's hang out over here. Bye.
Not a same, but a nice little promotion for Jungle Cruise in theaters and Disney Plus Premium now. All right.
And a nice little image to take home.
Look at that sponsor right there. Little Disney Plus sponsorship. All right. Hey, there's a panelist we haven't gotten to chat with yet tonight. Amy, how you doing?
Help.
All right.
Look at Jaja's cold dead on moving eyes.
Yeah.
Man.
All right.
No.
I want my soul back.
Right?
So I believe I've totally lost track. Denny actually has the lead now, 1-2-3 to 0 again. So that means Denny gets to set the pace by picking A or B.
I gotta stick with it. I'm going A again.
Oh, falling right into Tommy's trap. All right. Round 2. Question A. Again, we had a tie in the first game, so this could be for all the marbles. I just got back from Oprah's house. Her cabinets are just full of blank. I just got back from Oprah's house. Her cabinets are just full of blank. Pause for a little bit of refreshment.
Ow.
Oprah's magazine she still have a magazine coming out?
Oh.
Which has got like 3 Apple Plus,
Oh, yeah.
TV Plus shows. And...
Oh, is she doing shows on Apple Plus now? Nice.
She has her own channel. It's called Own.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she's necessarily.
She does all the things.
I guess so. All right. It looks like almost all the panelists are in. I've seen Mel's eyes, so that means all the panelists are in. Denny. And actually, you don't need to stay in with Mel or Jaja or John, but we'll check in with their answers anyway. Just got back from Oprah's house. Her cabinets are just full of blank.
Well, Oprah's known for a list of her favorite things, so I'm gonna say her favorite things.
Her favorite things. All right.
It's so vague.
Isn't it?
Really?
Isn't it?
Her favorite things.
Oh.
All of that.
Nice.
All of the things.
Nice. Mike, do you have favorite things?
Yeah, I sure do. They're all over here in the corner.
Not kept in cabinets. All right. What's
Just
your
just out of camera.
Yeah.
My favorite things up in the cabinet for Oprah would be Stegman's.
Branded jerky, right?
I'm gonna say that's not a same. Matthew.
I don't think it's I mean, maybe it is. I wrote Ellen Voodoo Dolls.
That might be her favorite thing.
I'm going to say not a same. Not needed because Ellen seems to be taking herself out.
I flicked that. It bounced off the wall and into the pile with the other ones.
You're very talented. All right. And did any of the other panelists answer just for fun?
Can anyone else
I
say
wrote
favorite
the
thing?
only correct answer.
I saw bees. Bees are my secondary. And if you two were playing, I was gonna say bees.
All right. Oh, Denny's figured out the panel. All right.
Oh,
That
nice.
gives you 4. So once again, 4 to tie, which we do have a tiebreaker, or 5 to win. Tommy, no pressure.
You did it last time. You got this.
Oh yeah.
And
Let's do this.
We
check
got-
out the new podcast about dog trivia.
Ooh,
It's
another
called
dog.
Blank. Check out the new podcast about dog trivia. It's called Blank. Almost like the person writing these lives where there are dogs.
Life.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. I'm a cat person.
Can you read the question one more time?
I will read the question one more time. Check out the new podcast about dog trivia. It's called Blank.
Dog trivia.
Dog trivia. That new podcast about dog trivia is sponsored by the Girl Scouts of America.
Whoa.
I did have quite a. Wow, I did. I mean, the writers sure did put a lot of dog stuff into tonight.
As a cat person, I've noticed, but that's okay.
I thought you were.
They put in a lot of hard work.
And Matt, the conversion of you living at my house from cat to dog person is almost complete.
That explains why I'm losing height.
I need to get this over with. I know I'm
All right.
not right.
All right. I see it.
It hurts.
Okay. Looks like we're just waiting on Julie and Mel.
Sorry.
Tom, you have the chance to same all the panel once again for another comeback. 4 to tie, 5 to win. And we'll start with Jaja. Or actually, we'll start with Tommy. Check out the new podcast about...
No, it's cool. Do the panelists first.
Because there's a chance that the panel, we've got 5 of the same answers on the panel. Tommy, what's that new podcast about dog trivia called?
Okay, I'm all out of cute answers, so I'm just gonna go with silly. We're gonna go out silly tonight. I'm gonna say that podcast is called Rough Estimates.
Rough Estimates.
Oh, that's
Nice.
brilliant.
That's really
Very
cool.
nice.
That's so good. That's so
Jaja,
good.
Hi.
what's your puppy podcast?
Well, first I have to remind everybody that there's kind of an old word in here called ken, and that means knowledge. So it's Poochken.
Poochkin. Nice. Not a same. Not a same. John.
Tommy, I just want to say that you have, if you ever need another career, you got a future in brand marketing. So, and all I could think of was like old game shows like Truth or Consequences, which I repurposed to be Truth or Bad Dog.
Oh, jeez.
I have to live with that. He tells me it all the time.
All right, Tommy. You need to sweep the rest of the panel to keep a tie. Move on to the tiebreaker. Otherwise, Denny's going to win tonight. Julie, you're next on my list.
Am I?
You are. Your name's next.
Okay. Yeah, no, I hit real trouble. I just said barking mad. I couldn't think of
Barking
anything.
mad.
fun
Not
or
a saying that
clever.
means
Sorry.
Denny's going to win, but we'll find out the others while
Okay.
we're before we go. Mike.
I went with kibbles and facts.
Golden facts. Excellent. Excellent.
I
Mel.
like that.
Before your thoughts.
Puppy for your thoughts. Nice. Aw, there we
I
go.
like a puppy.
And Matthew.
Wait, don't tell me.
All right, Jenny, that means you won same game tonight. So congratulations. Again, money go to your charity tonight. But both charities are worthy. Once again, the links for those will be in the Facebook chat. And we'll turn it over to Matt to exit out the panel.
All right. Thank you so much. Our panel tonight was me, Matthew Russell, Mike Wachtendorf, Mel G, John Lascaretz, Julie Sinkoff, Amy and Jaja, your winning impaired contestant tonight, Tommy Barber. And tonight's winner, where half the funds we raised tonight are going to Planned Parenthood. Give it up for Denny. And your host, Jaye Rambo. Woo! Thank you so much for joining us. Good night, everybody. Good night.